Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Virginia's offense will go to work first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Look out, he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Cavaliers want to move quickly.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
They're going back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After losing yardage on those last 2 runs, you know they've got to throw it here on 3rd and 15. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Virginia!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Miami's offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Dane.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ennis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Looking to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Taylor. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. To the air on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Dropping back, it's Morris. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They'll give it to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to get it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
The Cavaliers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Looking to pass. It's back. He's got him. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Here's the pressure. Still running at the 40. Turning it on.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Grab near the marker. It's Daniels. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Oh, what a move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 7 over Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Morris. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Not going to risk a return here, calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Takes the handoff, it's Fletcher. There he goes! Really good job by everybody there, well blocked, good run, and a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Final play of the quarter coming. The run from the shotgun. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Caught near the sticks, it's Daniels. Oh, what a move to get open! They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Touchdown, Canes! They've got the lead here in the fourth. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Gives it on the option. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. To the air, it's Morris. Got it in the middle, it's Ennis. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Dropping back, it's Beck. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Virginia! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Miami, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Gonna sling it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Out across the 30. Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Back to throw. It's Beck. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bauman. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
On the play. Second down coming up.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Timeout, Miami.
The play action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Marion. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
On the clock is stopped.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, going to the air. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And, hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here.